only 50 years removed from Dr. King's assassination, and really that's not a long time when you think about it. And through Black Lives Matter to the March for a Life that recently happened, we've kind of seen that wheel turn and things kind of come full circle when it comes to the movement Dr. King started, and that spirit of protest still alive here in Chicago, that spirit of political action. I'm here with a pastor who's been very influential here in the Chicago community, Pastor Ira Acree. Good to see you here this morning. Obviously, you've worked really hard with fighting Chicago's gun violence and protesting against that. What did Dr. King's legacy mean to you?
Dr. King is like one of the greatest Americans that our country's ever known. And just to look at this character, his caliber of a person, his depth of love, his quality of service, and his commitment to justice, it has given us all a standard as a leader here to emulate in Chicago.
And how do we emulate that? How do we keep that legacy alive here in Chicago? You do a lot of work actively trying to fight the issues here, and obviously King was very influential here in Chicago.
Absolutely.
Trying to fight things too.
Dr. King, he showed us how to be leaders. He was not afraid. He's a modern-day Moses. You know, as excited as the Jews get about Moses, I get just that excited about Dr. King because he was not afraid. He was fearless. You know, many of us as leaders need to realize that Dr. King, when he was out there during the era trying to lead the children out of Israel, he wasn't talking about a big pie in the sky. He was really talking about political oppression. And we do our people a disservice when we only talk about a pie in the sky or seeing some beautiful pearly gates on the other side. He had a dual eschatology, one that impacted the lives of people here and now as well. So we must realize as faith leaders, not only do we walk by faith, but we live under the law, and we must change these policies to make life better for all of our people. I also want to say, when we look at Dr. King, he was selfless. I mean, he's an example of how we as leaders, political leaders, pastors, faith leaders, business leaders, we must be fearless, and we must stand up, and we must speak truth to power like he did to Pharaoh. We must also, he could have been a president of a university.
Yeah.
He could have sold out with the influence that he had.
No doubt. Lots of us wondering what could have been.
Committed to the community.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Lots of people here going to show up at the Daily Plaza 6 p.m. for a protest in that spirit and in that honor of Dr. King. For now, I'm live from the Loop. Brandon Pope, The Jam.